When you're on GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, Zepbound, you need to start eating slightly differently to support your goals and your nutrition. And what you eat can make a huge difference in your results. So today I'm going to share the best foods to eat on a GLP-1 with a special focus on a few specific nutrients, and it might not be what you think. So I'm Anna, registered dietitian, GLP-1 user, and my goal is to help you not only lose weight on GLP-1, but to help you get healthier and make your weight loss sustainable. So why do food choices matter on GLP-1? So GLP-1 slows digestion and makes you eat less. This means that you have a lot less room to meet all of your body's nutrition needs. You can't eat quite as much, so you don't have as many opportunities to eat as many different foods, as much variety, and meet your nutrition needs. And this is where we start seeing some of the issues that people have on these medications. Constipation, fatigue, muscle loss, hair loss. These are actually not because of the medication itself. These are all because you are not eating correctly and not fueling your body properly. Okay, so it is not the medication that does any of those things. So you want to start really focusing on the nutrient density of your diet and being aware of every bite you're having has quality nutrition. I started working as a dietitian in bariatrics, people who had gastric bypass surgery, and the diet is actually kind of the same on a GLP-1. You have the ability to eat less food. You can't eat quite as much, and so you need to make every bite count. It's not quite as drastic as the gastric bypass because you really, your stomach will explode, but it's still kind of the same mindset that you have to get into. So what do you think the most important nutrient is while you're on a GLP-1? I bet you're going to say protein, and that is not what I am going to say. I am actually going to say fiber. You need fiber. We are so focused on protein, and that's not to say you don't need protein. We'll get to that next. But we are forgetting about the fiber. Fiber keeps you full longer, helps you feel more satisfied, but more importantly on this medication is it stops the constipation. People are getting very severely constipated on this medication because they are just so focused, protein, can't see anything else, can't eat anything else, just protein. And that's setting them up for failure. So not only is the medication slowing down your digestion, you're not eating as many calories, you're not eating as much volume of food because the food isn't moving as much through your digestive system, and you're ignoring the fiber. Of course you're constipated. So you really want to try to eat high fiber food. And where is fiber found? Fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains. So vegetables, don't care which ones you eat. Try to eat as many colors as possible. If you don't like them that much, suck it up, buttercup. You got to eat them, okay? Try to suck down. Try to blend it into a smoothie. You can't taste spinach when you put it in a smoothie. Try to sneak it into soups, sauces, anything, okay? Or just find the ones you like and eat those. You want to eat fruit. Yes, fruit does not make you gain weight. You can eat fruit, especially fruits that have a skin. So apples, pears, peaches, those types of things. Berries, also very high in fiber. You want to eat beans. So black beans, lentils, chickpeas, don't really care what they are. They are high in fiber and they also have protein. So that's kind of a double whammy right there. And finally, whole grains. So oatmeal, whole wheat bread, quinoa, any type of whole grain that you can add is going to give you fiber. You want to try to get at least 25 to 30 grams of fiber a day. And this is actually harder than you think it might be. You might need to supplement in order to get that amount. And if you are not used to eating these types of foods, or you are not used to a fiber supplement, it might take a little bit of an adjustment. So I recommend that you start slow and add high fiber foods throughout the day so your body can get used to it. And then the other piece with the fiber is you have to drink water. Fiber needs water to be able to move through, or else it will become a fibrous mass in your digestive system, will make the constipation worse. So most important nutrient, fiber, okay? Number 2, protein. Protein, very, very important. I didn't want you to think that protein wasn't important because of course it is. But we seem so focused on that. When you are losing weight, your body is inevitably going to lose some muscle. This is why you want to lose weight slowly. And if you want to know exactly about how much weight you should be losing and everything about weight loss, you're going to want to check out this video. But protein helps you not lose as much muscle mass. Now, protein does need to be paired with strength training in order for that to happen, but getting enough protein can be sure you're not losing the muscle mass. It also helps you stay satisfied longer and, supports a healthier metabolism. So best sources of protein are going to be animal-based foods: chicken, turkey, eggs, fish, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, dairy. You can get protein from plant-based sources. Personally, I would prefer to see you eating animal-based sources because that is the source of higher quality protein. But tofu, tempeh, lentils, edamame, beans, all of that has protein as well. You may also want to get a few pre-convenient options like pre-bottled protein shakes, tuna packets, things like that, things that you can just kind of like grab and go. You want to aim for at least 20 to 30 grams per meal. It's about like the size of your palm. And that's going to be per meal. And then try to have, some protein for a snack as well. I like edamame or mozzarella cheese sticks. Those types of things are good things to have that can help you boost your protein intake. And then the next thing is going to be water. So GLP-1 slows down digestion like we talked about. Fiber slows down or helps things move through, but fiber cannot work without water. When you're not hungry, sometimes you also don't feel thirsty. And so that can set you up for dehydration as well. You can drink herbal teas or flavored water if you want to infuse your water with like fruit or cucumbers or something like that. If you just can't do it, that would be fine. Just stay away from like drinks that have calories in them, because the point of this is you're trying to lose weight. So having like drinks with calories is not really going to help you. If it's very, very warm or you're really struggling with fatigue, you can add electrolytes to your water. I really like the Element ones or the liquid IV. All of that can help as well, but you don't really need electrolytes. A lot of people seem to think they need electrolytes, but you really don't unless you are really struggling with getting your water in. All right, so how do you build a meal with all of that? You want to start by finding your protein source. So what is your protein? Chicken, fish, tuna, protein shake, something like that. And then adding in some type of fiber. So that's what I do when I build a meal. I start with my protein, and then I pick some fruits, vegetables, whole grains to go along with that protein. So once I have those things covered, then I have room for things that I want to eat. Maybe I want some pasta. Maybe I want some white rice. Maybe I want, a dessert, whatever it is. If you want help meal planning, I have this video all about how to plan healthy meals on a GLP-1. But the basic thing is, while there aren't any like foods you need to avoid, you really still need to focus on getting those nutrient dense foods. And what are nutrient dense foods? Protein, fruits, vegetables, whole grains. Even before GLP-1, your diet should have been focused on those types of foods, because those are the ones that are providing nutrition. If you're really struggling with being able to eat enough, you may want to consider a multivitamin just to make sure you're getting the nutrients you need. But a multivitamin does not provide any calories. So even if you just have to like sip on a protein shake during the day or, figure out something that you can eat, you want to be sure you are eating food. Not eating is going to set you up for malnutrition, and malnutrition is very dangerous. Actually, arguably more dangerous than obesity. So make sure your meals are balanced, make sure you're getting your fiber and your protein, and drinking your water. If you want examples of what to eat, you can want to check out the GLP-1 Hub store, where I have a get started guide called the Beyond the Shot Guide. In there, you will find literally everything you need to know about nutrition on GLP-1, including how to manage side effects, meal plans, recipe suggestions. Literally everything that you need to know is in that guide. I also have a 30-day meal plan on the website and several recipe collections for high protein recipes. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner are all covered on there. And if you want more information about how to optimize your GLP-1 journey, make sure that you like and subscribe this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.